Night of Champions is done and over, and well, we'll get to it. It's like I do with every pay-per-view. I took a shower, I rubbed one out, and I got my thoughts together, so let's talk about it. We surprisingly opened the night with Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Randy Orton hit a suplex off the top rope on Cody, but he would hurt his back in the process. Cody would wrap Randy Orton around the ring post, showing no mercy. Randy Orton would go for the RKO, but Cody would be able to reverse it and hit the crossroads on Randy. As Cody Rhodes is distracted, Randy Orton hits him with an RKO out of nowhere. And as Cody's down, Randy Orton realizes that Cody's in the position for the punt kick. But Randy is torn. The voices are yelling at him. He's torn if he should hit his best friend with the punt kick. But then he's like, fuck it, I want another shot at the title. And he goes for the punt kick, but Cody would move out of the way and put Randy in the figure four. Cody would go for the disaster kick on Randy, but he would catch him in midair with an RKO. At this point, Randy's just sick of it. He would go grab a chair on the outside. As he's coming in, the ref takes it. But as the ref's back is turned, he takes off the turnbuckle pad. Randy and Cody would go back and forth, trying to throw each other into the exposed turnbuckle. But Cody would ultimately sling Randy rib first into the turnbuckle and hit the crossroads. And Cody Rhodes would win the match and become the King of the Ring. Cody's celebrating winning King of the Ring, and he gives his flowers to Randy Orton. But Randy Orton doesn't look all too happy about all this. Very good match. All throughout this match, Cody was showing glimpses of being a heel. And after the look in Randy's eyes after the match, Randy Orton's about to turn heel. So it's a race on who turns heel first. Next up is Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriquez in a street fight. Rhea Ripley comes out, gets a huge reaction, looking good as usual. I mean, does she need a dog? Raquel would have Rhea hung up in the ropes, and she's just beating the shit out of her with a kendo stick. And as Rhea's going for a cannonball off the table, Raquel catches her in midair and powerbombs her through the announce table, folding her in half. Rhea would take her belt off and just start whooping Raquel's ass with it all over the place. Rhea has Raquel in her prism submission hold, but here comes Roxanne to help Raquel. But that doesn't last long. Rhea kicks Roxanne's ass. She puts a trash can over her head and kicks her. Raquel would send Rhea face first into the steel steps and hit a corkscrew elbow, but Rhea would kick out. Rhea and Raquel will be on top of this ladder that's on top of the top ropes, and it's like really wobbly and it looks very, very dangerous. But Rhea would ultimately hit a super riptide off the table, winning the match. I thought Raquel would win this match with the help of Roxanne, but I don't mind if Mommy's on top. Julia would be in the crowd with her newly won United States Championship, and I could not be happier. She's about to go on a Gunther type run and bring prestige to the Women's United States Championship. Next up is Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and not really much to say about this match. Karrion Kross would have the cross jacket on Sami Zayn. It looks like Sami Zayn's out, but as the referee's dropping Sami's arm for the last time, Sami's alive. Karrion Kross has Sami Zayn in the corner, wanting him to say Kross told the truth. But as Kross is running to the other side to come back with the clothesline, Sami catches him with a haluva kick, winning the match. And I'm gonna be honest, this was a slog of a match. Sami Zayn made me care about this match just a little bit, but Karrion Kross is just not good. I mean, I like his character work, but he is just not a good wrestler. Next up is Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. Fatu at one point tells the referee, shut your ass up.
Shut your ass up.
Solo hits a German suplex and Fatu gets dropped on his head, but he's Samoan, so he didn't feel a thing. And as Solo has his back turned doing Fatu's little dance, Fatu gets up and does the dance himself. JC Mateo would come out while Fatu's on the rope, and as the ref was distracted, someone comes out, tripping Fatu off the ropes, and it's a returning Tongaloa. But the numbers don't matter. Fatu would dive onto the outside onto Tongaloa and JC Mateo. Fatu would hit a moonsault on Solo, but as he's going for the pin, Fatu's pulled out of the ring by some random man, and even Michael Cole don't even know who it is.
That's Tongaloa! Tonga! They're brother!
But the man is Hikulo, or how he's known now, Tala Tonga. But I mean, who's surprised? He had a few dark matches a week or two ago, so it was inevitable that he's gonna join the Bloodline. And how many more Bloodline members is there? Do Samoans just have kids by the boatload? I mean, Jesus Christ, there's a new Samoan every month. Tala would chokeslam Fatu on the announce table and put him back in the ring, and Solo would hit the Samoan spike and win the United States Championship. It was a decent match. I thought they would have saved this match for SummerSlam, but I guess they decided to speed it up. Next up is the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament, Asuka versus Jade Cargill. I'm so glad Asuka has her old song back. It's not the original, but it's still a banger. Jade comes out dressed up as Storm, looking absolutely stunning. But the match, it lasted about as long as a 500-pound man in a foot race. Jade would go for a choke slam, but Asuka would reverse it into a knee bar. Toward the end, Asuka would go for the Empress Impact, but Jade would catch her in midair and hit Jaded, winning the match with a very awkward pin, and when she won, it was dead silent in the arena. But nonetheless, Jade Cargill is the Queen of the Ring, and the first ever black Queen of the Ring. Hell yeah, who doesn't love a black queen? This match was very disappointing. The damn thing only lasted 8 minutes. For it to be the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament, it definitely wasn't that. I thought this could have been a good match for Jade to prove herself. But fuck all that, Karrion Kross needs minutes. And even though Asuka didn't win, hopefully she still faces Io Sky at SummerSlam. You and me, yes you, need this match to happen. We move on to the main event, CM Punk versus John Cena for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Punk comes out with new entrance music. I'm just fucking with you. Punk would bring out the classic attire he wore back at Money in the Bank against Cena back in 2011. Punk would put Cena in the Black Widow, paying homage to his wife AJ Lee. Punk would go for the GTS, but Cena would reverse it into the STF. But then CM Punk would turn the tables on Cena and put Cena in the STF. Punk would go for his neck breaker, but Cena would reverse it and hit an AA on Punk, but he would kick out. Cena would have Punk on the top rope. He's going for an AA off the top, but Punk would be able to get out of it. Punk would go for a crossbody, but vintage Cena, he rolls and picks him up and puts him on the AA and hits it. Cena at this point doesn't know what to do, so he goes and grabs the belt and he's looking to hit CM Punk with it. But Cena's here in the crowd and he's torn. The crowd is starting to get to him. The fans are getting to him. He's slowly turning face again, so he throws the championship away and Cena would walk right into a GTS. Cena would start to hit his comeback on Punk, but the second time he's going for the shoulder tackle, Punk ducks and Cena hits the ref. As the ref down, CM Punk's calling for another ref to come out, but a ref doesn't come out. Seth Rollins and his gang of hooligans come out. Seth sends his pack of dogs after Punk. Punk would launch himself over the ropes onto the bronze, but he overshoots it and completely misses him. And now Seth calls down Little Nate so he can cash in. Nate is running down to the ring like he did at WrestleMania 24, but Cena cuts him off and just absolutely fucking shrugs him. Cena gets into the ring and he's arguing with Seth, and Cena would ultimately hit him with an AA. But here comes Seth's pack of dogs. It's just too much for Cena. Out comes Penta for some reason. Then Braun Breaker takes care of him. Then out comes Sami Zayn. All hell's just breaking loose. Penta jumps off of the stage onto Sami and Braun. Bronson Reed's going for the tsunami on Cena. A Punk pushes him off, accidentally helping Cena. And Cena will be able to hit the AA on big ass Bronson Reed. And now it's just Punk and Cena. Punk offers his hand, and Cena shakes Punk's hand and hugs him, but Cena hits that same look he did at Elimination Chamber. And as Cena's going for the low blow on Punk, Punk reverses it and he's going for the GTS. But here comes Seth. He hits Punk with a briefcase and hits a curb stomp on him, but Cena will be able to throw Seth out of the ring and win, retaining the WWE Undisputed Championship. The match started off slow, but it got better as it went on, and then the run-ins happened and it just brought it all down. Hopefully Cena can turn face again so we don't have to deal with this shit anymore. And that was Night of Champions, and it was very disappointing. All the matches were just either boring or just okay. The highlights of the night, Cody and Randy in their match, the Rhea Ripley and Raquel street fight, and the Cena and Punk match before all the shenanigans happened. Yet again, feeling a little disappointed after a WWE pay-per-view, but hopefully things will get better with Evolution around the corner. And we do have All In coming soon, and I can't wait. I'll be sure to cover All In and Evolution when it happens, but until then, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll make more silly videos like this in the future, so stop on by when the time comes. Until then, be careful.